Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Steve about to react to this video by Omizi. He been keeping us up to date with all the streamer and the cons, the conventions, the university drama and all of that. So we're going to keep it going. This one is called The Real Small Creator Problem at Streamer U. What are they doing? Are they being annoying? Let's see what's going on. Let's watch.
Every single year, Streamer University brings out some of the greatest content creators who are hungry, who are wanting to take it to that next level. But with that being said, there's always going to be one lemon/bad apple in the bunch. That is small streamer Aisha Sophie, who has 1.8 million followers on Twitter.
Oh,
she's complaining that Streamer University is not for the small streamers of it all, but it's for the big streamers. This is somebody who averages thousands of live viewers when she does go on Twitch. But she's claiming as if there's some sort of baked-in advantage that bigger streamers have, and the smaller streamers just
isn't she a bigger?
Which can only be the furthest thing from the truth, because I see small streamers like Suburb Baby, who was averaging a little under 100 live viewers just a few months ago, balloon and blossom based off of the attention that he's getting from the audience. Before I just completely dismissed it, I went and I studied the Aisha Sophie situation and figured out exactly why creators fail. And you definitely don't want to miss out on this. Hey, if you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that 200,000. Please help me as a small creator.
Y'all please
to that benchmark. Now back into the video. While Aisha may be new to live streaming, at least relatively speaking, she's not new to attention at all. She averages multiple thousands of viewers across multiple different platforms and has a big M across multiple different platforms as well. She entered Streamer U with more distribution than most of the creators she claims to represent as the president of the small creators community. But I think the challenge that she's having right now is converting that existing social media audience into a loyal streaming community, which is a totally different situation than entering the event after averaging 50 to 150 viewers. For what it's worth, I do think that she has the ability to criticize the unequal access, but by no means is she some sort of small streamer just because she is smaller than Kai, Agent, or Duke.
The way SU works is there's big streamers, there's middle streamers, there's small streamers. The big streamers click together. Small streamers try to figure out where they can go, and they can't go anywhere. They're expected to just stick around the big creators and be the supporters and the people clapping in the back to make the big people be bigger. And like the viewers aren't going to everyone like evenly, you know what I mean?
He also makes this claim that the small streamers are needed to be cheerleaders or, you know, people who are making the larger streamers broadcast much more relevant, much more better. God, I hated that I used that phrasing, but that's how crazy this situation is to me. And she's mad that she's not getting the equal ROI for the time that she spends making these people's things better. But collaboration between creators of different sizes will rarely ever lead to this numerical equivalent where if this bigger person gets 100,000, you will automatically have 100,000 of people who consistently stay with you. That's just not how these things work.
Bro, you have 3.5 million.
Okay, but I'm not a big streamer. I've been doing it for 6 years, but I've been doing Twitch for 2 months. It doesn't translate. It doesn't translate.
Now, my problem isn't inherently with the rhetoric that Aisha is saying about Streamer University. One, there probably is a little bit of a problem with people who are granted all this access and opportunity and then complain about it. Mind you, there were millions of people who signed up for this. I promise you there will be so many people who are grateful for the position that you are being placed in. I'm literally seeing Ludwig give out fabulous lessons, Agent give out fabulous lessons, and gift $30,000 backpacks and sponsorships and all this other stuff like that. So I think that you should be grateful there. But can you have criticism for stuff? Absolutely. Hell, that's what we do over here at the Unemployed News Network. The actual problem that I have is that when she is given the opportunity to do these things, i.e. be put in places where she has access to bigger streamers and make something of the situation, guess what she does?
I don't like people to think I'm like a clout chaser, so I don't want to like just talk to big people.
And girl. I'm the last person you should fill up with. I'm literally in the networking class. You know why?
Okay,
because that's what I do. I network. I meet people.
Yeah.
My whole
Which is
class
what you should be doing.
To get out of that mindset. Yeah, we're good.
You know, somebody was knocking on my door in your door last night. If that's great, blame me.
Someone knocked on my door last night. See? Aisha, it's Aisha, right? See? That's the shit I'm talking about. Agent came here, and you were like this. And you were in your phone. Did you get nervous?
I don't know, maybe.
Call her out, Senna. She put her on the spot, as she should, because what? You yapping about all that, but when you given the opportunity to engage with a bigger streamer, as you say, You're not doing that. And you're not there to be nobody's cheerleader. This is just a regular conversation that you could have engaged in. But you over there chumping on your fucking corn dog. Like, girl, bye.
That corn dog was good as hell. Who knows? Look, off the strength of Agent sitting beside her directly challenges any notion that the big streamers are inaccessible. She received the exact opportunity that people are dying for. I'm not even trolling. This is not no blaze. I wish that some of the creators that I talk about or wish to talk about on my platform would come and sit right here next to me. Even if it were for all of 5 minutes, it would do me so many wonders. But when given the opportunity, she was more invested in the corn dog and in the phone of it all. Now, we shouldn't just paint this with a broad brushstroke and say that this one clip will define the entire experience of what she is trying to get off. But the optics of it undermine the complaints that she was spewing in the early portions of this video. It becomes really difficult to argue that, the bigger streamers will not interact with smaller streamers and that this is a situation where the smaller streamers are supposed to be cheerleaders for these people when, one of them just approaches you, sits down at a table with you, and you just appear to be disengaged.
Completely. She is the epitome of what we were previously talking about in other videos, about people wanting shit to be handed to them. They don't want to put in any work. They will complain all day about how they're not getting the views and the follows and all of that they want, but they're not willing to actually put in some effort to get to where they're trying to be. And I'm not no clout chaser. You sound so stupid. You're here to network and interact with other people, regardless of their following. And you're not doing that. You're just going around complaining. Girl, bye.
For what it's worth, this is improv. Nobody's saying no to interaction. Agent's presence alone won't automatically create content for you. You have to do something, and they will be willing to engage, as we've seen in other videos. Him being on your stream isn't just gonna blow you up. You still need to introduce a topic, make a joke, create some chemistry, or give something to the conversation other than, look at that corn dog was good, though. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. Bigger streamers shouldn't be expected to just hop into everybody's content and create a moment for them and then force their audience to go over there and push them to a consistent streamer that becomes bigger. Proximity is not the finished opportunity. Proximity is just the beginning opportunity. And we know that Streamer University's opportunities can work because we're seeing small streamers in real time take max advantage of these things and try to make something out of nothing. Streamer Elisa averaged around 328 viewers during 2025. Normally it's 150 viewers before December, where she collaborated with Agent. But now she is averaging 2,500 viewers. J Mommy O averaged 70 viewers during 2025. During Streamer University, she's averaging 372 viewers, peaking at 1,400 viewers. These people have small audiences and they are making the best out of this situation as possibly can. Their growth is literal proof that these small creators are receiving some sort of measurable value at the event. Streamer University, the tag and section on Twitch, is bringing people to their content, and it's up to them to make them stay. And while there's no guarantee that these people are going to stay after Streamer University and that you may not fall back some, there's no way that you can tell me that somebody going from 50 to 372 live viewers isn't life-changing. And if you need a bigger example because maybe these ones aren't landing for you, Suburb Baby has to be the answer to the whole, well, is this benefiting small streamers conversation?
He the MVP this year, it looks like.
Suburb, shut up, nigga.
Suburb Baby went from 483 average viewers to 49,000 followers, quintupled. His peak viewership went to 102,000. And there's a reason why. It's because Suburb Baby takes every single moment, takes every single joke, takes every single situation that is presented to him or that he makes for himself and turns it into some sort of storyline or character or arc that he's developing throughout the duration of Stream University.
That's how you work.
Fandom becomes content. His interactions with Duke Dennis and other students are things that force him onto our feeds and make his personality recognizable beyond belief. Suburb Baby is getting a lot of attention from a lot of the larger streamers out there, but it's because he is giving them something worth amplifying. Lisa, J Mommy Yo, Suburb Baby, and a bunch of other small streamers I've seen grace my timeline. And for what it's worth, they are people that I'm going to be out on the look for after Stream University. But that's because they're doing different things. And that's just not with the big streamers. Many of these small students are collaborating, finding audiences, and creating moments with other content creators that aren't just the Kai Cenats and the Agents of the world. Streamer University is giving you a spike in attention, but the creator's responsibility is to turn that spike into reoccurring views.
I think big creators, go do your thing. You can go be the big creator. That's okay. That's fine. I think anyone who's not considered a big creator, the small creators, the middle creators, whatever the fuck, if you're not
Aisha's strongest point is that small creators should stand up together, advocate for one another, and build a community. I think that's lovely. Listen, as somebody who is a union type of guy, somebody who is a band together type of guy, a collaboration type of guy, I think
She don't seem like she's actually doing that though. She looks like she's just yapping. Go do that. Show us you going up to smaller creators who are sitting by themselves and don't know how to network and lost, not knowing what they're doing, and you making content with them. Show us that.
so much power.
You in your dorm room complaining.
In the community around you to help make your content better. We've seen it across this channel. We've seen it across other channels. Hell, we've seen it across the bigger streamers' channels. And that's ultimately how they became the bigger streamer. But where I think the advocacy should stop, and where I think she's a little misguided, is when she's collectively asking Kai Cenat, Agent, Duke, or Phantom to be the ones that bring the attention to them. You, as the content creator, have to go on other people's stream. You have to build group storyline. You have to create the reoccurring joke. You have to create the moments. And ultimately, you have to create something that is worthwhile watching for an audience to stick around continuously. And this is a place and space to display that wholeheartedly. There's no other place like university, streamer university. The worst part about all this as a whole is that Aisha sits in a very interesting place. She is a creator who is bigger than a lot of the people that are on this campus. And instead of asking the creators above her to share their audiences downward, she could literally be doing the same exact thing herself. Instead, she's trying to rally the little man and appeal to them as if she is one of them, but the reality is that she's not. It's clear to see. Don't get it twisted. Stream University does have some sort of hierarchy. Not everyone gets the same access, the same screen time. They don't have the same outcomes. All these things are true.
And even as we're seeing her interact with people, she's just interacting with them complaining instead of like, oh, let's make content or whatever, or starting, a funny storyline or whatever the case. Like, we're only seeing clips of her complaining. But maybe she actually did take initiative after this. Who knows? Let me know.
Growth of Elisa, J Mommy Yo, Suburb Baby, Pudgy, Bilzo, all these other things show that the opportunities are not non-existent. Stream University can provide the exposure. Hell, it can place creators around major audiences, but it cannot manufacture everyone's personality, content, or...
That is facts, and I don't think a lot of people understand that in order to be a content creator, especially a streamer, you need to be an entertainer. A lot of y'all want to do this, but you're boring. You don't really have that much of a personality, but I want to stream, I can do it, but you're not that entertaining. So no, you're not going to be able to garner the attention of people on a regular basis. This chick, she says that she just started streaming on Twitch a couple months ago, and she probably got her following on other platforms because she's pretty and she has a nice shape. So she probably is popping on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, for that reason. But it's like, oh, when you're in the streaming space, this is a different beast. You can't just stand there and look pretty. You need to entertain people. While everybody else running around campus getting content, you're in your dorm room complaining. You're in the presence of people who you can make content with, and you distracted on your phone eating your corn dog. Like, girl, what are you talking about? And this is the issue. A lot of people want everything to be handed to them, and it does not work like that. You have to actually put in the work and entertain people. Find out a way to entertain them. But complaining about it isn't going to get it done. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. But hopefully she's doing better now, and, things have picked up. I don't know. But y'all let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.